the New York Jets taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We're situated about 8 miles. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Smith going to look to throw right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just... Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Smith, flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
And as you prepare for this team, you have to understand that no matter where they are on the field, this is an offense that will take its shots, and true to form, they do exactly that and break off a big chunk of yardage and help.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Smith now throwing on 1st down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now Smith throwing to start the drive.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Back to the air, Smith on second down.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for Seattle. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Going for it all.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to...
And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now.
Here's Smith on 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
He hits his target, Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to widen.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
But they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the score.
Smith throwing to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
Breaks a tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Smith. Flush to his right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. DK Metcalf with an acrobatic catch. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking... The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Here's Walker to start the drive. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Running right, here's Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15 he goes. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th. Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective.
day. From State Farm Stadium in
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Throwing to start the drive. Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 37 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quick. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Buying time to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Rolling to it, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Smith to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
He had his first rushing touchdown of the game last drive, but certainly not his first.
Smith now on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they... Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown for 2. Throwing to start the drive. Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's already accounted. Throwing to start the drive. Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next position. Now Smith throwing on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. So, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 30. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he?
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Here's Smith throwing to start the drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Flushed out right, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set him up. Remember, he took it in from a yard out the last time they had it. Look to put together. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Smith. He's got a man. Complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Laviska Shenault. His first touchdown on the year. And the seat. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. But not that any of the points would be needed. But, CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 56 yards. And the Seahawks add on. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. There's a nice move. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Smith. Rolling to his right. Gets through and now an opening. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17 game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
To about the 48-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?
Tonight, from Lumen Field in Seattle.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Smith going to go to the air first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 57 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he had to be pleased at the... Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get... Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks... Out is
is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here.
Throwing to start the drive. Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to throw. Smith.
And completes it again to Metcalf.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He does have those interception charges. Smith throwing to start the drive. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back on. Smith now on 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field.
Throwing to start the drive. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw?
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half.
From his goal line here, Smith escaping the pressure right. Powering his way forward. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Let's give him the credit he deserves because he can really do no wrong. It's got to be demoralizing for a defense to have someone who can cut up your secondary all game long with his arm and then rip off a huge game like this with his legs. A championship effort from that man under center.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the...
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 76 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Now Smith on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here's Smith. Throwing on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdowns. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Now Smith. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Smith dancing to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun, here's Smith. On the move to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. There he goes, right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. They run again with Walker. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off. Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Smith going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right.
Missed.
It will not go down. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
On the handoff, this is Walker. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Walker. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just... Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to...
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game
launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A leap, and he's got it. DK Metcalf, high in the air to bring it in. And the Seahawks go down the field in just 2 plays to take the... Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seattle now ready to march onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Out to his left. Shakes off the sack. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have moved out in front.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this. Already had the 2 touchdown passes with the last drive. On first down, it's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Big strides, look at him go. Inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So from back deep. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out. To throw is Smith. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession. After the interception, here's Smith, escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You could almost feel the brainwaves.
Remember, he got loose on the previous drive, capped it off with a nice touchdown run. On 1st and 10, Smith. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 27 yards. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Well, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through."
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 75 yards. And the Seattle now ready to march out of the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett with career touchdown number 70. And the Seahawks have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty... And out now come the Seahawks. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. Still on his feet. He's on his way. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The Seahawks take back over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders into line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd and 2. Smith. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner,
Thank you.